I'm thrilled by new things. I'm thrilled by new ideas. I'm thrilled by numbers. I believe in the numbers. As a natural scientist, I was quick to jump on the cash revolution where it started in the late 2000s. I have been part of the conversation around use of vouchers in agriculture, in livelihoods, and in general recovery and development programs. And I was so excited when it became an option for humanitarian response. I moved from my initial areas of study, which was in livelihoods and food security, as an agronomist, as an agriculturist, to become an overarching humanitarian, as cash is one of the options that can allow persons of concern and vulnerable populations to make a difference in their lives and in their livelihoods. As an innovation in itself, CBI has become my heartbeat. I was part and parcel of the revolution and seeing things happening around 2015-16 in UNHCR. And as a new staffer, I was so keen to jump on board and try to explain what cash interventions can bring to the table. And I've been thrilled by the innovation that has come to be part and parcel of the cash revolution in UNHCR specifically. You know, when you talk of cash, people get panic a bit. They want to withdraw a bit because they think about fraud. They are worried about misuse. They are worried about misallocation. But over the years, I've seen that cash really make a difference. And it is this evidence that I'm keen to showcase. It is this innovation that have come into CBI that I'm keen to showcase. It is all these ideas that I have that I think cash can be better, that I want to explore. It is all this thinking that I have in my mind that I feel will make a difference in the lives and the livelihoods of persons of concern if we embrace new technologies, if we embrace new innovations and new ways of doing business. And I think for me, I really want to be part of this Innovation Fellowship program because I believe that the work that I've done with different stakeholders, government partners, private sector, colleagues within the humanitarian community, colleagues within the UN sister agencies, and internally within UNHCR will really make a very big difference. And I feel that this fellowship program will allow me to showcase innovation that will make a difference in the livelihoods and lives of persons of concern. Last but not least, I am so keen to be part of this fellowship program because I think it's an opportunity for us to document innovations, and it's also an opportunity for us to explore new ideas, incubate them, and identify the one that we can actually nurture to be and consider for adoption for our future programming to make our programming efficient, compliant, and in line with the new developments within the humanitarian context, which is very dynamic and ever-changing. What do I want to contribute? What am I going to contribute to this? Number one, I am very clear that the experience that I've had over the past 20 years amassed together have a number of key components, key ideas that some of which have already been tried, tested, some that have never been tried and tested, some that I think can be incubated and be used in future programming for UNHCR. I am not only conversant with the cash-based interventions programs alone, I am also very experienced in other livelihoods and other programs, food security, nutrition, education, health, shelter, legal and legal documentation. I've seen cash being used in WASH programs. I've seen cash being used in protection programs. So I do believe that bringing that experience and the ability, in my wish to have this explode over and beyond the current status quo will make a difference. I'm excited. I was excited when the High Commissioner actually decided to take cash to the next level around 2016-17, and I was so excited, and I was part of the initial programming of CBI expansion in Africa. I had a chance to go to Asia, to Afghanistan. Now I'm back in Africa, and I think I have got a lot to offer that would probably make a difference in our innovation hub. And I still believe that given a chance and opportunity for in this particular fellowship, I'll be able to be given a chance, to identify different ideas that I have already accumulated over the years, things that I think would work better in different contexts, adapted and maybe modified a bit. And I think that's the reason why I really want to be part of this particular fellowship. And it is this zeal, this excitement, this ability to think strategically and to explore new ideas and pursue them whenever I see hope, that I will bring into this fellowship program. My aspirations. Having seen the humanitarian world evolving and the crisis in the world, plummeting. Now we have the Ukraine crisis, which we never thought was going to happen in former Soviet states or in areas around Europe, because we thought we had passed the use of guns, the use of war, conflict, and it was a thing of the past in Europe. But look at where we are right now. I've seen challenges and problems in Africa, where I come from, and I've seen how difficult it is to fundraise. Sometimes our resources are strained, and at the moment, following the COVID pandemic, it's even worse. The donors who usually had budgets, and countries who had budgets to support humanitarian response, their resources are also shrinking. And it's not like we have to push them beyond. No, we accept that this is the status quo. This is what's happening right now. And what we need now is to have innovative ideas, innovative technologies, innovative interventions that will actually benefit the different persons of concern, the different vulnerable populations, and ensure that they actually, realize their livelihoods at a very minimum cost. Value for money, for me, is one of the key components that is brought about by innovative programming. Because what basically happens is that with new innovations, new technologies, you actually reduce overhead costs. You reduce investment costs. Because when you accommodate innovation, you become efficient, it becomes better, it becomes bigger and better. And like I told you in the first instance, I love numbers, I love scaling up, I love expansion, I love pilots, but I also do love expanding those pilots into bigger programs. That's why I'm so excited about cash transfer programming, for example, in Indonesia, amongst many other programs that we have tried to implement. I know the Global Compact, and for refugees, I'm very cognizant of the development agenda, where we don't want to live, where we want to leave no one behind, and all these things that we are trying to think about, for example, within the UN, delivering as one. I do believe that innovation will become actually a cog, a key component in all these initiatives. And I do believe that my aspirations as a reputable, renowned humanitarian development expert, I would want to see myself into senior management positions, into decision-making positions, where innovation will actually become a key component of our lives and our livelihoods, and the livelihoods of those we serve, and the livelihoods of the persons of concern that are at the center of our programming. For me, I do believe that innovation, it is the only way we can enhance protection. It's the only way we can enhance solutions. It's the only way we can enhance assistance, and it is the only way we can enhance sustainable development. And I do believe that my aspirations with this fellowship will be achieved, and I will be able to contribute better and bigger for UNHCR and beyond. Thank you.